four-time national judo champion, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, author, speaker, and coach. And I want to talk to you about something today that was very important. I know that now we're in this situation where a lot of people still inside of the country cannot practice the way that they used to practicing with the pandemic. I know that there are a lot of issues that people are having now with going back to school if they have children. They have to decide if they're going to use an online option, if they're going to use a traditional brick and mortar option. I also realize that, man, it's difficult trying to kind of get your bearings on your life because your routine has been thrown off a little bit. But if possible, I'd like to give you a little bit of advice, a little bit of advice, and possibly a new routine that you can utilize since more of the consumption of material for you and everybody and even students and how it's issued by teachers is going to be more audio and visual. There was a time about maybe about 20 years ago when people kind of frowned and looked differently about and felt differently about online education. There was a time when I was growing up that people had vinyl records, and now everything is audiobooks, everything is online. There are hybrid universities, there are online learning universities. And I've been teaching and instructing online for a long period of time to the point where on udemy.com I have over 12,000 students. And in my personal business, I have over 10,000 students that learn from me online. I want to give you an option to learn and consume different information as it pertains to becoming a better judo player. So here's what I learned. Let me give it to you. I had to fully digest that if I wanted to become a better judo player, there were certain things that I was going to have to learn. There are the areas of strength, conditioning, techniques, tactics, and strategy. All right. The strength, conditioning, technique, tactics, and strategy. In each of those particular areas, you have to maximize your potential. Otherwise, you're not maximizing your potential. I hear some people saying, I don't need to strength train. I just need to focus on my technique. Or technique is more important than strength. And then they go through this whole deal. Okay. The bottom line is every area needs to be maximized. When you are in this space where you're trying to maximize and become the best that you can be, not to go to the world championships or to the Olympics, but the best that you can be, the best you possible, you have to fully have a mind shift when you're throwing yourself into a different area. As it pertains to grip fighting, I had to understand that if I learn grip fighting at a high level, I will beat more people. I had to fully believe it. I had to, in my mind, I had to say, I know for a fact that if I learn how to become a quality, high level grip fighter, that I can go to the Olympics if I learn how to grip fight. If I learn how to grip fight, I can throw more people and less people can throw me. If I learn how to grip fight, I can dictate the pace of the match. If I learn how to grip fight, I can learn how to dictate where the match takes place. If I learn how to grip fight, I have a better opportunity to win. Grip fighting for me equals winning. Now, are there other areas? Yes, but when you're focusing on grip fighting, you have to solely 100% completely throw yourself over into the study of gripping and grip fighting. Not gripping to throw, not gripping to dominate, gripping to learn how to grip fight. A lot of people say, "Well, gripping doesn't mean anything if you don't throw." And I shut up, shut up. Grip fighting at the high level, kumikata, is its own separate art form. It's like a microcosm inside of the macrocosm of judo. Grip fighting is it has its own nomenclature, has its own rules, it has its own I don't even know how to explain. It has its own pedagogy. Like it has its own philosophical approach. Like grip fighting is almost part and parcel to judo, but it goes together as you learn it. To understand grip fighting, you have to really deep dive on Sun Tzu's Art of War, deep dive on fencing, deep dive on sword fighting, do a deep dive on the study of, in Japanese, what they call the study of space. You have to understand distance. You have to understand timing. You have to also understand boxing. In order to understand grip fighting, you have to do a deep dive in the martial arts. It's almost like you take a macro view and then you make it a micro view, understanding that it's still a macro view, but it has to be a microscopic view on grip fighting, to the point where, and I'll say it again, you have to 100% turn yourself over to the belief that if I learn how to grip fight, I will be unthrowable. In judo, you cannot throw anybody if you cannot grip them. If you're a wrestler with the gi on, once I grip you, your takedowns are done. Not none of this, I can grab the lapel and come at. You're doing that against someone who cannot grip fight. A person who understands how to grip fight, once they get their hands on you, your wrestling is done. It is nullified, it is killed, it is over. If you want to become a better judo player, if you want to throw more people, and if you want to fall less, you have to 100% bathe yourself in grip fighting. I'm going to give you all the link right here, right now. It is 100% free. Free. Almost 150 videos on grip fighting. Free. Go to www.gripfighting.com. Get the information for free. In this time when you can't practice as much as you want to practice, maximize your studying. In this period of time when you have children who may not go to school and they're doing online school, give them an hour or 30 minutes a day where they're doing the training on the grip fighting. You go to gripfighting.com, which is 100% free. You put your email address in, I give you the videos. After you do that, you're going to get an offer for the high level basics of grip fighting, where you're going to learn the beginning steps and sequences for the basic and the standard gripping sequence. Once you get those things down, you're on your way. Go to www.gripfighting.com, get the free videos. Do it now. If you have any questions, I'll answer any questions for you. Mr. Blobby, you're more than welcome. Brother Jerome, you're more than welcome. I thank you for watching. I think people make this thing real physical, and there's a high level of physicality to it. But when you're laying down in your bed at 5 o'clock in the morning and the alarm goes off, it's not a physical issue about you getting to the weight room. You know, if you have a 6 o'clock technical practice, it's not a physical issue about you getting to the technical practice. It's 100% mental. Can you get your ass up and get where you're supposed to be and be ready? It's all mental. Can you accept the fact that if I can grip you and you cannot grip me, you will never throw me? Those are the facts. Man, I'm 45 years old, man. I'm old, man. I'm old. I can still go in the gym with the young folks until I get tired. Okay, until I get tired. I can still go in the gym with the young folks, man, and move around and hit the foot sweeps. I'm not trying to pull nothing, okay? I'll throw if it's all the way open, but man, I'm Osoto, Kosoto, Ouchi, Dashi Barai, you know, Kosoto to Osoto, combos. But I can last the round because I know how to grip. I can grip fight. Grip fighting keeps you in the game. The reason why you cannot go with world-class judoka is that, man, you can't grip, you can't grab the gi. If anybody on here who's listening to this has ever lined up with an internationally ranked or world-class judo player, the first thing that you say is, man, I couldn't get my hands on their gi. And you're right, because they are not allowing you to throw them, or touch them with two hands ever, ever. And this is the reason why we have to grip so much, and then we have to start throwing a lot, because the it's like it's like when I was playing football. Like when you're in high school, the holes are this big. When you get to college, the holes are got like this. When you get to the NFL, the holes are like that. And the opportunity for you to get in the hole, man, it shrinks. Same thing with grip fighting. The opportunity when you have two hands on the gi, man, at the world class level, it's like a microsecond. So you have to do all these throws so that when you do have two hands on the gi, you can throw. And then you have to do a bunch of throws one handed, understanding that while I'm grip fighting, I may never have the best opportunity, but what opportunities are available per gripping? And that is what the high level basis of grip fighting will do. It'll teach you how to grip and then give you the opportunities while you're gripping to attack. Grip Newaza is important. Man, we can't get to the ground, nor can we dictate where we are going to be on the ground, or how we're going to fall, or how we're going to get to or how we're going to enter into Newaza, unless we control what's going on in Tachiwaza. The way that you control and dictate the match is grip fighting. And if you do not believe that, then therein lies your problem. If you have if there's something in your mind that is stopping you from going to get a free product from an Olympian who's been trained by other Olympians that can help you and improve your judo, if you have a mental block in that area, that's your issue. Go to www.gripfighting.com, fix your issue, become a better judo player. Bathe and soak yourself in the knowledge that is necessary in order for you to become a better judo player. I'm telling you right now, knowledge and applied knowledge are the keys to becoming better at judo, not uchikomi. Do I do uchikomi? Yes, of course. Do I like doing uchikomi? No. Do I find uchikomi to be useless? At times. Nagekomi, love it. Grip fighting, superb. People say, why don't you like uchikomi? Well, uchikomi is introduced too early in the training process because it teaches you how to go in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And a young kid can't understand that they need to finish. So I give the young kids the dummies so they can work on finishing. And then when you get older and you're more mature, you know in and out, in and out, in and out doesn't mean in and out. It means in because I'm practicing the entry. But a young student doesn't understand. So what you see at tournaments, you see a young student go in and then they come out. And then the sensei or the professor is always yelling, finish, commit, finish, commit. Well, man, you're giving them 200 repetitions of going in and coming back out. They cannot finish. You did not teach them to finish. You taught them how to go in and come out. Now, an adult can differentiate the two if you give them more repetitions of throwing. Do you understand? So it has nothing to do with the judo. It has to do with your understanding of neuromuscular adaptation, neural wiring, the laying down of myelin sheath, deliberate practice, and what trains what. That is why I'm giving you the grip fighting information, because the grip fighting information will provide you with the opportunities to throw. But if you do not bathe yourself in the correct information, and let me tell you something, I have seen a lot of information on YouTube and a lot of information on the internet, and I will tell you that there are some people out there who are incorrect. Oh my gosh, it looks so horrible and bad. And people say, oh man, great, thank you so much for the tips. Then I don't want to ever go on somebody's YouTube thread and be like, hey man, this is garbage, this is horrible, this won't work. Because the bottom line is everybody's on their own path, and the information that they're giving you, it will work at a certain level. If it's two white belts, or white belt and a green belt, or in jiu-jitsu, two blue belts fighting, a blue belt and a purple belt, and man, there's some information that some of those people are giving that will work. That it don't work, but it works at the level at which you are. But it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. If you learn it the right way, from the exemplar, there are some exemplars in the field when it comes to grip fighting. Exemplars. If you're a black belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and you're sitting on the website talking about some grip fighting stuff, mm, I haven't seen many. I haven't seen many. I haven't seen many. There are some. I haven't seen one. Let me just say that I haven't seen one that has taught it correctly, but I'm sure there are some because there has to be some. But you gotta be careful that you're not just teaching what works for you in an environment where there are very little quality grip fighters. Because when you line up against good grip fighters, some of the stuff that you've been using that doesn't work anymore. I've had the opportunity to learn from some of the best grip fighters, man, on the planet. I mean, Eddie Liddy, Jimmy Pedro. I learned from. I even learned from Naganishi in Japan, from Tokai University. I learned from Yamada at San Jose State University. I had an opportunity to learn from some really good grip fighters, quality, quality. And I studied a lot. And all that I studied, I'm trying to share with you. If you want to go to gripfighting.com, 100% free. Now, why am I sitting on here this long talking? It's because if you believe that you have something that can help somebody, then you have to try your damnedest to get it into their hands. If I can see people and I can see that they have an ailment or a sickness or they're not well in an area, and I hold the medicine and they don't want to take the medicine, I almost have to do my damnness to force the IV needle in their arm to give them the medicine so that they can get healed, whether they know whether they know they're sick or not. It's an obligation. I can't take this information with me to the hole. I can't take it with me when I leave here. If I don't give it to you or give it away, nobody ever have it. Wait, what's going on, Frank? What's going on, Frank? My man, Frank Valenti. How's your daughter, brother? Hope you guys come by the dojo soon. I'd love to see you. So that's all I got for today. If you have if you've gone to gripfighting.com since I've been talking, hey man, let me know. Leave something in the comments. If you refuse to go, man, let me know that too. Leave something in the comments. Let me know why you refuse to go. Some people might refuse to go because I don't like you. And that's okay too. Everybody don't like me, but I love everybody because love is a commandment. You dig? So do me a solid. Do yourself a solid. Go to www.gripfighting.com. Get the free information. If you'd like to take me up on the offer afterwards, there's a humongous offer afterwards. I think it's like $17 or something to get the high level basic grip fighting course. Absolutely fantastic. So if you've gotten the free stuff, let me know. Just signed up. What's going on, brother Jerome? Gonna check it out today and see if I can show my guys something this week. Tyrus Cox, don't check it out today. Man, if you're on your phone, just go to www.gripfight.com right now and put your email address in. It takes 7 seconds. So just 7 seconds. Gripfighting.com, boom, put your email address in and let me give you the stuff. That's it. It'll be zapped into your inbox. There's no sense in waiting. Why would you? If you really needed something, if your gas was on E, all right, if your gas tank was on E, you gonna keep riding around until you run out of gas? No, man. You go to the gas station and fill up. Well, go to the gas station of www.gripfighting.com and go and fill up. It's easy. Let's not make this thing difficult. So we got Jerome said he just signed up. Has anybody else just signed up? Anyone else? I got you, Jerome. I appreciate you. Jerome said he just signed up. Anyone else? My man Bobby says, thank you for your wisdom. Hey, Bobby, listen, time plus experience equals wisdom, Bobby. You're more than welcome. All these gray hairs right here, man, they came with a little something along with the surgeries. All right. So I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you. Brother Frank, I said hello to you already, Brother Frank, but hope I can see you soon, man. I miss you. Miss seeing you around, brother. And man, you've been around judo a long time, Brother Frank. You need to get your gi on, man. Get your gi on and get on the mat. It's time. It's time for sure. All right. So, has anybody else signed up? If you signed up, let me know. I need one more before I get off of here. What we got? What we got? What we got? Got my coffee this morning. Enjoying myself. Let me see what we got here. Ah, my man. Okay, my man Tyrus Cox. He said he was going to check it out today to see if he can show his guys something. And then he came back and said that he signed up. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you. You're all right with me. You're an honor and a scholar. All right, an honor and a scholar. Listen, I'm gonna go. I got some more stuff to do. Got some videos to shoot. Still got to do my Carver Roddy podcast for the week. Man, I had another coaching call. What time is it? Got another coaching call at 1 o'clock. Got some work to do. I appreciate you. I love you, but God loves you best. Take care and make sure you go to www.gripfighting.com. Why? Because if you learn how to grip fight, you can throw more, get thrown less, dominate your opponents, and dictate how and where the match happens and how it finishes. Take care. It's Dr. Ferguson. Have a super fantastic day, and I love you, but God loves you best.